Welcome back. My name is Skylar Grossman. I'm the drama teacher here and director at Wellesley High School. Thank you so much for coming to our open preview benefit of Small Mouth Sounds. This is a show that we have been tirelessly working on for about the last 2 months, concurrently with our main stage musical. So much of the cast and crew you'll see up here we're also involved with that as well. So we were kind of working double shift, as they say. So before we get going with the show, I just wanted to talk briefly about the aspects of the METG, the Massachusetts Educational Theater Guild, what it stands for, what it's all about, and most importantly, what you're going to be seeing tonight. What you're going to see specifically tonight is the entry for Wellesley High School's submission. They are one of 88 schools that are going to be competing across the state to move through various rounds, essentially statewide. We'll be at Attleboro High School tomorrow. We'll be performing at 5:15. What you see up here is pretty much identical to what we will be bringing to Attleboro tomorrow. This is the first time we're really putting it in front of an audience as well, so we really value and appreciate your time coming out here. There's some rules. It is a competition, it is a contest. Schools move on or don't move on depending on criteria. And there are about 3 judges that walk through an adjudication process and rank each show accordingly. They do not know which school is associated with each show, so there is no judgment or bias on that as well. So a number of criteria that they look at specifically, they look at the unified event. So they're looking at where the acting meets the tech. Where the design of where the director's vision is meets the technical director's vision. They're looking at it full spectrum and really bringing that to fruition. So I value the time and the effort and dedication that the students have put forth on this piece of theater. It is not an easy piece of theater. It's actually a very advanced piece of theater. Almost rather, we're pushing towards a college, mature adult production, and we did put a disclaimer on there in regards to some of the content. You will see there's some suggestive language, there's a reference to the death of a parent, a reference to a death of a child, a reference to a terminal illness, a reference to suicidal ideation, and then there is a scene of consensual intimacy that I was certified to coach in between 2 actors, and you will see that tonight. In that process, I make sure that those actors are in a very safe place, in a very safe space, and in a very safe environment. And when they go through the action of it, they are coached specifically so that they feel comfortable, and most importantly, that the other actors and their fellow technicians also feel comfortable with the material. So we appreciate you taking and absorbing in all you're about to see, but please know that an abundance of work and care and effort and thoughtfulness has gone into the execution of that. Back to the rules. This is the fun part. The students, this is a completely student-operated piece. There are no adults that have a hand in any aspect of the production whatsoever. Mr. J and I helped to oversee things. I obviously directed. He obviously oversaw all the technical elements. But every student has a hand on the board, has a hand on set piece changes, has a hand in the costume design, has a hand in the props design, the scenic design, and obviously you will see your peers, students, acting on this stage right here. They have a 5-minute time limit to set up their set. They have a 5-minute time limit to take down their set. And they also have 40 minutes to perform their entire piece. At Attleboro, they will be timed by 3 timers on a stopwatch who have a specific moment when the show starts and a specific moment when the show ends. Hopefully, if all of them are in sync, they will all start their stopwatches at the correct time, and all start their stopwatches at the correct time, and then all stop their stopwatches at the correct time. If this show happens to go over 40 minutes, on all 3 stopwatches, the show is disqualified and cannot be considered to move on to the semi-final round. However, there are a number of awards that the show could receive along the way. We're hoping that some of our students are able to reach some of those achievements tomorrow because, like I said, they've been working tremendously hard on this piece and have brought a lot of thoughtfulness to the work as well. Just to give you some perspective on times, yesterday we ran it at 39:53. Yeah. The second time we ran it 40 minutes and 20 milliseconds. I'm not kidding. And then today we ran it at about 38 minutes and 35 seconds. All of you just breathe, yeah. So you can tell that the timing piece is a little bit of an anxiety factor. A lot of my colleagues across the state will post their Facebook statuses with their times. I'm not one to do that. I like to be a secret. So those are the rules behind what the METG stands for. And once again, this is a student-executed production. I think I've covered almost all of my bases here. At the end of the performance, these students will come out onto the stage and will engage you in a question and answer session where if you want to have an opportunity to ask or do a talk back with the actors and the crew, you'll have that window and that space to do so. It's good practice for them because they have to do that at Attleboro tomorrow, where they're asked questions from other schools that they're sharing their work with. So, without further ado, I'd like to invite our production stage manager, Thea Fishman, onto the stage, who's going to now take over. As this mid-stage traveler opens, we do have one of our set pieces already on stage. We do have one of our set pieces already on stage. At Attleboro, we have the agreement that we are going to be able to safely hang this piece without any sort of time being inflicted upon us, so that there's no danger or risk in an actor hurting themselves. So we can trim that after we're done setting up.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. So without further ado, Thea, take it away.
Are you ready? Yeah! Stage right! Breathe in! Left! Breathe out! Take my timer out! Go!
So in the event of, and sometimes in these setups, depending on the size and the nature of the set, a host school may call a hold at any point in time if they feel that a set piece might seem uneven or wobbly. Our set is structurally strong, so we are in good shape at this point, but we fell underneath the 5-minute mark, which means we are good to go. So thank you. We hope you enjoyed that.
And now, small mouth sounds.
Left at the second stop sign?
I didn't hear you say that.
Well, how is it my fault if I said something and you didn't hear it?
I'm not talking about fault. Are you saying I don't think you said what you think you said?
What do you think I said?
Well, I wasn't taking off my shoes. And I think we're supposed to take off our shoes.
What do you think I said?
I saw at least 2 stop signs going by and you saying nothing at all about a left because you were looking at the birds or something.
You're the hawk. You didn't even look up. I was trying to figure out where we were going. Fine. Next time I'll just shut up and you can follow the GPS lead. These chairs are more comfortable. Can I have that packet? What? He doesn't. What? We love your videos. The yoga videos? Who's your speaking?
If it is all right with everyone, I would like to begin with a story. There once was a little green frog, and this little frog lived in a well. One day, he was visited by another frog who had been out traveling for a very long time. The traveling frog said to the frog in the well, "Your well is very nice, but you should see what I have seen. There's something out there called the ocean." "What is it like?" asked the well frog. The traveling frog told him, "It is very big." "Is it as big as 1/4 of my well?" "Bigger," said the traveling frog. "Is it as big as half of my well?" "Even bigger," the traveling frog said. "You really must see it for yourself." And so the two frogs traveled together across the land. They became friends. They shared things, the way you do when you are traveling with a fellow frog. They really were quite close. Finally, they approached the ocean. The traveling frog told the well frog to close his eyes, and he guided the well frog all the way to the shore. "Now," he said, "open your eyes." The well frog opened his eyes. He saw the vast ocean, and he died on the spot. Now, I'm not suggesting you will die during our 5 days together, although we all have to go sometime. What I am suggesting is that when you see the ocean, you may no longer be able to return to the well. In the meantime, a few simple ground rules. These rules are intended to create an environment of mutual respect with other groups currently underway at the Institute. Remember, we are not alone on this campus. Smoking is not permitted, alcohol consumption is not permitted, cell phone use is not permitted, except in the parking lot inside your vehicle with all doors and windows completely closed. Food consumption is permitted only in the kitchen and dining areas for your own safety. There are many wild animals in the area, including bears. Clothing is optional at the lake, but required in all other locations. Room assignments are in your packets, plus a schedule of lectures and question and answer sessions in the evenings. Please, if you do ask a question, try to ask it succinctly and refrain from telling me your entire life story. Other than what's on the schedule, you are free to explore. Maps are provided. In the event that you are dissatisfied or for any reason leave early, there are no refunds, no exceptions, and timeliness is important. Think of this retreat as a vacation from your habits, your routines, yourself. It is the best kind of vacation, because after this, you don't ever have to go back to who you were. And in this spirit, for the length of this retreat, unless otherwise specified, we shall be observing silence.
just setting up my own office. Is this the front desk? Well, can I leave a message? No, I just want to leave a message. Hi, yes, I'm trying to leave a message. I don't know, a message about... Yes, hi, I'm trying to leave a message. A message. A message, yes. Huh? Nope, fine, forget it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I must admit to you now that I have no idea what's going to happen here. Perhaps you are the teacher and I'm the student. You see? You think you've come here to listen to me, but really, you have only come here to meet yourself. Not your story, but your true self. Your brilliance, your juiciness, your resentment, your enlightenment. It is all right here, already. All you have to do is listen. That is the point of this silence, in case you... Excuse me, I seem to be battling a bit of a cold. In you, there is everything you need to be fully human. Are these just words? Yes, just stories, fantasies of your own mind. You will hear people tell their story. My divorce made me stronger, or I didn't know who I was until I lost everything, or it was only when I got cancer that I found myself. Feelings come and go. They go. They pass, as all things always do. They pass. So, as I was saying, to begin, we shall each set our intention for the week. This is a mantra, your private wish, a hope for yourself. It may be a desire. May all beings be free of fear and suffering. It may be a reminder, embrace what is. Or it may simply be a color, green. So now if you would each take the blank piece of paper from your packets, hopefully you've brought something to write with, remember? Pencils and papers? Now everyone has these pads, pods, computers. Yes, the buzzing and the beeping. It is so strange. Recently, I obtained email. It is very convenient. Now, go ahead. Write your intention. When you are finished, repeat it to yourself silently. Repeat it in silence. Don't move your mouth. In your mind. That's it. You should all be finished by now. Please stop writing. Now, close your eyes and return to the stillness of who you are. And breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out.
Thank you for taking my question. First, I would like to thank my fellow retreaters for the great questions everyone's brought up so far. I know it's only been like a few days, but my mind is like... So my question is big. I promise not to give you my whole life story, but I've always been like an outdoor enthusiast until about, quick sidebar, 4.5 years ago, I fell while rock climbing and shattered my skull in 8 places. Without the hat, you can tell. Anyway, cutting to the chase, I was in the hospital for about 2 years on and off, in which I had lost my job at a major marketing firm, and also my wife started sleeping with my little brother. So yeah, I got a divorce. Then both of my parents died. 6 months apart. I started drinking. I had thoughts of suicide that were pretty much constant. Then, another miracle, I got in the program, got sober, stopped wanting to kill myself. Then, ironically, after all of that, my sponsor killed himself by walking into the traffic of the Long Island Expressway. Same thing happened to my dog, actually. I hit by a car. I mean, I don't mean to equate the two. I just think it's weird, you know, the synchronicities and patterns and stuff of look for them. I have my health, except for the short-term memory loss, in which remembering may actually be a blessing. Sorry. As I was saying, I have a job. It's volunteer, actually, at this place, Earthwatch. And with what's happening with the planet, it's not good. I mean, everybody knows about the ice in the Arctic and water levels, hello? And these crazy new superstorms and fires and mass starvations and dislocation. We're all going to be gone. And that's if we don't kill each other first with, you know, guns and wars and... I mean, it really is the end of the world. At least as we know it. So, my intention is to breathe and find peace with all of this. But I keep thinking to myself, maybe we shouldn't be at peace, because to be at peace in a world that's at war just seems wrong. Well, that's my question. Shit.
Did we not hear about the room change? Hurry up, come on, please. Was that? Yes. It was in the package. That wasn't so hard, was it? How is everyone? I am feeling much better, thank you. They gave me this cold and sinus medicine. It is miraculous. Perhaps the key to enlightenment is cold medicine. Excuse me. We are in a different room. And so, the next step is aligning our intentions with our actions. We all have our intention. Did everyone bring their intention? As we say in my tradition, oh well. Perhaps now is the time to say a few words about pain. You've come here hoping I can help with that, no? When we feel pain, we take our painkillers. I will kill my pain. My pain will be dead, and I will live pain-free. If this is what you want, I can do nothing to help you. If you want to avoid pain, it is impossible. I'm so sorry. I have to take this. I greatly apologize. I would never normally have a telephone. I don't even own one of these things. This belongs to my assistant. I'm having an issue. Believe me, if it were not an extremely unusual circumstance, I would never. Oh God. I'm so sorry. It's sorry.
I just really, could you, please, just, what are you doing? We are not leaving. Come on, this is so stupid. I didn't write this for you to see it. It's stupid, it's not even real. It's not what I meant. It's not that I want to be free of you. I went for a walk, cleared my head. Feel so much better. I think I was just... It has been so hard for so long. Since even before you got sick, and it's hard on me too. At home it's, and then I go to work and I sit there all day, absorbing my clients, listening to their fucking problems, and I have no way to... I'm up to my eyeballs. I am. You are not the only one this has happened to. Sometimes I just want to tell everybody to go fuck themselves. You're right. Let's go. Let's check into a hotel. There's gotta be a cute B&B in town. Order some room service, bottle of wine, see what's on demand. Who needs enlightenment? We have Merlot. Please, I can't stand this. I can't. Please, I can't stand this.
When we reach our limit, when we stand on the edge of the unknown, when we meet the shore of the vast ocean, when we meet ourselves, and we see that we are not at all the way we thought. We can either freeze in fear, we can die like the well frog, or we can run away back to our comfort zones, take drugs, have sex, drink alcohol, eat food, or we can stay. And to answer the question of the young man in the hat, yes, please come in, sit down. It's all right, I was just speaking about how to stay. Come in, sit down, it's fine. I'm sorry, can I just ask? No, I have to ask this. Why are you people late? I have to acknowledge the fact that it's extremely disrespectful. I'm not up here talking for I'm not up here just, I don't exactly love the feeling that I'm pissing into the wind up here. Oh God. I'm so sorry that was uncalled for. I've been having a bit of a hard time myself, I suppose. I don't normally carry a cell phone. I don't generally allow interruptions. I try to practice and preach, talk the talk, walk the walk. Oh, it's just that I have to share with you. My father is dying. I must sit with that. He's already not there anymore, and all I can think about now is all of the things I wish I had said to him. The silence. And then I come here, and it's just the same as every time I do one of these retreats. I get this feeling that you people, come here and listen, take notes, and maybe a few of you actually even observe silence. And then you go back to your regular lives exactly as you were. And that is, you can imagine, that is extremely frustrating. Because then what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I'm just up here talking, and it all means nothing. So I'm asking you, no, I beg you, change. Somebody please change.
To erase and re-record, press 2. To listen to your message, press 3. Leave
This is the story of life. You are born, you are placed on a boat, and you sail out into the middle of the vast and beautiful ocean. And then the boat sinks. Oh well. If you can accept this truth, you may soon realize that in this complete disaster, this sinking ship, you are not alone. And if you don't believe me, well, you're not alone. If you are full of regret or hope or desire, if you are homesick, if you miss your mother or father, if you are in pain, you are not alone. And if after all this, after accepting and sitting with this, you still feel alone, well, I'm sorry, but you are not alone. And breathing in, breathing out. And so, as we come to our last day, a small ritual. The element of fire touches what is eternal. May this be a reminder to touch the eternal in ourselves as we find moments of silence. Now, if one of you would approach. Sometime this year, I do have a plane to catch. Now, you may begin. I shall play you one of my original compositions. Light the match. And now, your hope, your fear, your deepest prayer, your intention shall be transmuted by the eternal fire and vanish from this earth, as shall we all. As shall we all. Thank you.
Does anyone know, like, what time we're supposed to be out of here?
I think after lunch. I think there's one more lunch.
There's no more. I just want to say it was really nice meeting you, and here's my card. So, if you want to stay in touch.
No English. No English. I'm Latvia.
Oh,
Olen Pagota.
oh.
Come on.
Oh,
Okay. Well. Bye.
Hey, you. Hi, guy.
Oh, Ned.
Ned? Okay. Do you have a car?
Oh, actually, I took the bus.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Oh, Long Island City.
No way! My cousin's out there. He's taking care of my stuff.
What kind of cat do you have?
He's just like a rescue. He has leukemia, actually.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I mean, it's not, but you know.
I have birds.
Birds. Like the kind that fly around?
Yeah.
Birds?
Yeah. My wife took the house and the kids. I got the birds. Yeah.
So how's it going? Yeah, cool. Take care.
Please, oh.
Oh, what?
Over.
Over, yes. It's over. So you should probably pack up and get out of here.
No,
Over. Over, no more stuff. Good luck. My wife's going to pick me up in the parking lot, so gotta go.
Should.
Oh, by the way, it was 38:53. Very comfy time. We have a bit of a long day tomorrow, so we're going to try to keep this Q&A. We're going to keep this Q&A relatively brief, like 5 to 10 minutes. But we figure you may have questions, and they should have answers. So it's really great practice for them. So without further ado, we'll start our talk back. Hey.
Where did the voice come from?
So there was a misprint in our program. This wonderful human is Kira Caffrey, and she plays our teacher. And in most productions of this show, I did a lot of research. It's actually it's a recording of the teacher, and I purposefully cast Kira so that every rehearsal the cast would have an organic response to what Kira did. So she is actually physically, and she will be tomorrow at Attleboro High School, sitting in the audience and watching and responding to what's happening on stage via a handheld microphone. So. You have a question?
Do you get extra credit for being the closest to 40 minutes?
No, not really. But I do like to live on the edge, and you know that 39:53 is always a fun one. So.
Today we have a full minute left.
Today we had a full minute left. Yeah, that's kudos. Yeah, kudos. Yeah.
How many schools will be at Attleboro? 8, including us.
We will be one of 8.
Thank you, Mom.
One of 8. Hey, yeah.
Okay, so is the show chosen by the director or is it chosen by the METG program?
That's a great question. It is chosen. Each school's director is able to submit a show per per the school, but there's also protocol and whatnot in regards to talking through the lines of communication of administration about the show. So I had a wonderful, long dialogue with Dr. Chisholm about this particular production and walked him through all of our content and everything of the sort. So, and then he signs off on it, and then I submit it. It just has to fall under 40 minutes. People bring Shakespeare, from Shakespeare to traditional 10-minute plays. So,
Okay, so how did you choose?
how did I choose it?
How did you choose it from the?
So this is not fair. I think this is about me. I chose this show. I had a particular fondness for it. I had actually seen it done a couple years ago. The METG held a competition, and we limited it to 2 rounds because of COVID and other directors' musicals weren't coinciding. So we ended up doing a 2-round system, and a colleague of mine brought it to festival and did a beautiful job with it. And because our schedule was so jam-packed with our musical, we have a really small defining crew, and we kind of doubled down on rehearsals. And obviously, as you saw, it's not a textually bound piece of theater, with the exception of what Kira does. And I'd like to also add that Kira memorized every single piece of text. Not reading from a prompt, so it was kind of twofold in that. I also wanted to bring a piece of theater that I knew would challenge our actors here and our technicians as well, and that was the plan, that was the mission. So, yes, all the way in the back. Hey.
My question is for the 6 actors on stage. Does the book give you your character's intention, or are you determining that?
Good question.
The one that we write is unique, but there's also a lot of information in the book that gives us a lot of backstory on our characters. Like my character is Finnish specifically. He lost his daughter at a very young age. He lost his wife. So there's a lot of things to draw on when we're coming up with our characters' intention.
I have mine, but that's about it.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes.
Mine is for the 6 on the stage. How are you able to honor and hold the pauses and the silence when I'm not stressing about rushing?
I like I think it's a lot about just being present in the character, and also like we can't see the time on stage, so you kind of just gotta go with vibes. Yeah. And if when we do have stopwatches backstage, so if you know that it's getting a little down to the wire, you can speed it up all, but everyone speeds up together. It's a collective experience.
We also have lived in it for a while, so it's like you kind of feel how long you have for a moment, and also if you're going a little over, you can feel that you're going a little over, and then you can speed the next thing up. But like Oscar said, we know like timestamps of like, oh, by night, whatever, we have to be this many minutes. And so that way you're not like constantly thinking time when you're on stage, but in the moments that you have off stage, you have a reality check.
Yeah, back.
Similar to the last question, for the actors, do you prefer, like, I know there's large chunks of silence, is that something you'd like in more of this play? I know different plays are different, people are different.
I mean, I've never been in a play until this one, and I almost find, like, this has been a huge, like, whole learning process for me, getting to do this without any words, because I've always been doing musicals, and that's a lot of words all the time. And I think it's really helped me grow as an actor, and it kind of helps me appreciate that, like, the little tedious moments that he's very good at is really, like, it's key to the storyline, and once you rehearse so much in your character, you just feel it, and it just is natural. And I don't know, I like the silent moments, and I like getting to express it in, like, small ways, because, I don't know, audience can often, like, find little things, and I feel like audiences, especially myself, like, watching the play, like, appreciates it more that way.
I think, like, along with that, it's like, I mean, like, how much time do we actually spend talking in a day? Like, I mean, I talk a lot, but like, when I'm on my own, I'm not talking to the ghosts, you know? I'm not doing monologues,
Like,
I'm not doing, I'm singing to the ghosts. We don't sing. We don't sing here. But, so, like, it gives you the sense of reality, because how much time
I don't spend all my time alone talking to myself. I don't know about you guys, but so it gives that sense of realism and that sense of inner character. What does your character do when they're not interacting with other people?
I also think that, like, at least for some of the characters, the silence part is hard for them. And so, like, that's why you have so many moments where, like, certain characters are, like, trying to say something, and then they're like, wait, I'm not supposed to say that. And they're like, wait, what? Like, they're unsure of it as the actors are unsure of it, and are frustrated, for example, with one another. Like, when Judy's setting up her out of office, and she says so, and Jonah's like, not only are you just on your computer, but now you're also talking. Like, they're frustrated with one another and warring with the idea of, like, oh, I have to shut up. And so that makes it kind of authentic, however we play the silence and however we play the speaking, because you're experiencing the same discomfort in the silence as they would be. So I don't know what the answer to the question is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I know that all of you guys have been in like plays for musical before, but like the entrance of those of you is first time doing a silent show. Do you think that like affected the way you acted? Did you notice change in the way you acted, like when you had nowhere to focus on?
I feel like, this play has definitely been very, so, yes. I feel like, with Ned's monologue, I feel like every single word counts, and because it's a very, as you've just seen, it's a very silent show, and it also helps take accountability of how we present ourselves as our characters as well, while also not focusing too much about our presentation, because then it won't look authentic as we're trying to make it look. But whenever we have something to say, we practice a lot on how meaningful it is within the context of the show and the purpose of the play, and
True.
I know you still like in the ranks, I often think that's really in the past, what creative tools did they nominate you
So funny.
I really liked, one of my favorite things about the show, or one of my favorite moments in the process, was when during callbacks, Mr. Grossman was talking about how he wanted everybody to I loved how he described the show as like a living being. It's that's what it really felt like, and it felt more authentic, not just filling all of your time with words and choosing really how to feel in your body and whatnot. But and he was also not in a method acting sense, but I want you to really feel these characters and really find the parts of them that find the healthy parts of them that you can relate to, find the parts of them that you don't like, find the parts of them that you love, and really, exactly, live in it. And so it needed certain things in order to I carried Werther's originals with me all the time, because that's the thing that Joan has, and it's just small bits here and there that I love incorporating into my life, not in a freaking method.
Brooke and I bought wedding rings. So that was a creative choice.
I thought,
because our characters are married, which I really hope was conveyed, because she just said we were best friends. But anyway, we thrifted wedding rings, and so that was a fun little creative thing that we did.
Yeah, and
that's what does it.
Yeah, and all of our, or a lot of our clothes are our own. I have definitely worn this to school before. I ran this every single day. Yeah, this is mine. This is Chef Mom's. Your clothes as well.
Yeah, I'm wearing her shawl.
Actually, it came out of a conversation about silence, and it really struck me that today, and this isn't just an old guy making this comment, there are no moments where the silence, we pull out a cell phone and distract ourselves. And there's no moment in this show where that happens. And I wonder, well, no, she's actually using it as a phone. So,
she's like,
and so this idea that you might impact the audience that watches it because of that. But I wonder if any of you notice that during rehearsal, there is no moment where you go, this is awkward, I'm going to distract myself. Because we have very few of these moments in it.
Poor mom. I spent a lot of, especially the first half of the show, sitting on the floor barefoot with my eyes closed. Okay, but doing that in rehearsal, I usually get shoes on, don't worry. But doing that in rehearsal, it helped get into the realism of the character because you spend, and this breath, and in my own life, spending this time like stretching more, or it really helps with like relaxation and all this stuff. And doing this play, it's like both like so chaotic and a little bit stressful, and at the same time so calming and relaxing, because you spend this time in silence being present that you don't always spend.
Which is kind of like the net result of what happens to the characters over the course of the play. Like they go through this crazy, almost traumatic process, but at the end of it, they come out feeling restored and rejuvenated, which is the point of it.
It's a metaphor.
Got time for maybe one more question?
Yes.
2 more questions? Yeah, Campbell.
Is it a lot more difficult to portray a character so few words?
Other than like literally giving out my whole life story, because I did that like 3-page monologue. No. But luckily with the books and the plays that we got as the actors, we had like a whole like character description that was like outside the monologues, outside of the blocking and staging. We had like more in-depth and like concrete. It's just stories to work with, and I feel like once we got to like know more about ourselves and about like the characters that we are portraying and like what exactly they went through, the easier it was to like convey like the emotions within each scene and like the maturity between like and the dynamics within others and like how we can connect it from our own past to whatever the teacher is saying, like cancer or parents' divorce or we're just like having a whole life lived. But it's easy for us to like easily make a connection once we like but yeah.
We'll take
Thank you, Mr. President. I've got a question for the cast and the crew and the tech guys.
Yeah.
I've looked at the program for tomorrow night in Borough.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me that they've left the best till last?
Well, on that sentiment, thank you all so much for experiencing this preview. Again, we haven't done it for the public yet. A lot of work has gone into it. We're very excited to take it on the road tomorrow. These guys need to get a good night's sleep, good night's rest. They have a lot to celebrate, and a lot to celebrate with other schools as well. So we're looking forward to making those memories. So thank you all so much, and enjoy the rest of your week.